Cheers, guys. Sunday morning, December 7th, 2025 here in Rusty, Rhode Island. Trying to get the fire stoked backed up. Went in the house and it's kind of a double fire morning. We got the gas burner going as well to get the place warmed up. Finally took one of my sweatshirts off. I was wearing a few. So we did an unboxing here in Rusty, Rhode Island. I ordered a few things. Might wonder why I just didn't go to the store and get it. The shipping was free on over $50. And what I was buying originally, I was buying an air compressor, a 12-volt air compressor to put in my truck. I don't like to carry a spare tire. I just keep a plug kit and an air compressor. And I've never had a problem, so. A couple times I came out and had to put air in the tire and realized it was low, but that's why I like the 12-volt air compressor. You can plug it in. You don't have to put your credit card in some stupid machine at the gas station. So this is also for the 2001. I like the Duralast brand. These are made in India, and at least they're a trading partner, if you know what I mean. They trade fairly with us. They're a pretty reasonable price, and I haven't had a lot of problem with this brand breaking, so I don't know how you guys do it. I always take the old fan belt and put it behind the seat because it's not broken. I replace it before it breaks. But for some reason, every car I've ever owned had all of the old fan belts in the trunk, and every truck had them behind the seat. I'd put them in a bag. I usually end up using those sand, the orange sandbags, and I put all my emergency stuff in those and put it behind the seat. And I have fan belts, spare wiper blades, just stuff I learned from. I was told that's what you should do. Always keep a spare fan belt because you don't want to have to call a tow truck for a stupid fan belt that you can pop on by hand. And you literally could just take the belt, pop it on. And if you could pop the other ones off with a screwdriver, pop the one on you want, and then put the other ones back on. Done it on the highway, side of the road. Water pump belt, alternator. Oh, they're good old days. I can still see my breath. Gotta get this damn fire going here. Hold on a minute. Motivation. It gets harder and harder to drag my ass out of bed when it's cold and dark. But I force myself because I just know that it's not good to just lay around all day. So I added these pieces on the front and I extended them down kind of long. I don't know if I need to really be that long so I'll probably think about adjusting those a little bit maybe. But I've just took some old license plates and put those on the inside as separators. So that's just tacked in right now. I'm going to make some pieces on the front here that'll keep it from moving. There'll be a piece on either side of this that'll sandwich that. I got to work on that. Got to do a lot of body work and painting. I want to put like a piece in here. I'd like to put like a 1/4-inch piece of plastic sheet in here. Just fasten it from the other side, or possibly just adhere it down. As I said, this will be held closed by magnet, and there'll be a handle here, so when he pulls on it, it'll drop to this point. He'll merely have to do that, and the magnet will keep it closed. And I'll use a strong enough magnet there. It'll be a little bit of a jerk to open it, but it won't. The wind won't push it open. Also thinking I'm going to use a thin felt weather stripping on this area around the perimeter. that'll be so the plastic or whatever material I use won't completely touch this. It'll stop right there, and then the felt material would be between that and the edge. So when it closes, it'll have a bit of a seal on those three sides. So for the base, let me just flip this over and show you where I'm going on the base. So I have a piece of 3/4 inch plywood that I'm going to cut. And it's going to fit under here, be able to screw through into the plywood, 3 or 4, around the sides. And then this will bolt to the plywood and be attached to this pole. Somehow I'll figure out how to get that to work on there. This will be the pole that'll stick up out of the ground. And then on the sides I have these triangle pieces that I'm going to cut off to whatever width I need them. And they will keep it from be a triangle going either way on either side of the pole to keep it from wobbling. I think we're going to be pretty good there. I've got all the materials I need in stock around here in the house. Just going to shut this heater off now. I think it's plenty warm in here. So I've got plenty of stock. I've got this square stock too, but I thought it might be, I don't know, I think it might be, I want to go with the thicker post out there. I think that'll rot out too quickly, the square stock. So I'm going to go with this axle tube. That was a axle from a trailer, obviously. So what's going on here, Rusty Road Howland, guys? We've been kicking butt on this thing, man. Getting it to the point where the door is operational. Other than, like I say, the piece on the inside, I'm going to put to have a nice clean surface when it's opened. Got to go get the wood out of the shed. Get that cut this morning. It's just now, 7:30, and try not to make too much noise on Saturday morning, so I'm really not doing any cutting or anything. I finished doing the rivets around the perimeter on the door to make sure that that's secured. And then these pieces are screwed in place, and I just cut the rest of the screw off. So they're tapped in and everything, so that's secure. I'm not rushing on this, I'm taking my time. I changed the design. Originally I was going to use those pieces that fold like you have on a desk door, the front of when you open the desk. But those are so much easier because they just open and touch the bottom, you know what I'm saying? So that was a change that I came up with on the fly. But that's why I don't rush too, because I always do eventually come up with another idea and another idea and another idea. I would be a terrible car designer because I would change it every year. People would hate me. The people that built like Volkswagen and Henry Ford that built the Model T, he knew how to do it. He made them all the same. You know, it was easy to work on. I'd be one of those guys that make everything too damn complicated, probably. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. All right, guys. Happy Sunday. Oh, wait a sec. One thing. Yeah, Grandpa's having his talk from the Sugar Shack tonight. It's 5 o'clock here. What time is same time Chad would be on, so wherever it is for you. See you all there, I hope. Later.